Hello and welcome to Puck It, our inside look at the Arkansas Razorback hockey teams. I'm your host, Maisie Vincent.
I am live in War Memorial Stadium where the Razorbacks are taking on the Florida A&M Rattlers in what might be the last game played here in Little Rock.
It might not be basketball season yet, but the hype for some hoops has already begun here in Arkansas.
It is currently halftime and the Razorbacks are up 43-38. Barford and Macon, high scores for Arkansas with 25 points combined.
Welcome back, sports fans. Well, after adding yet another L to the Razorback record last weekend, head coach Brett Bielema addressed the inconsistency of the offensive line.
I'm live in Death Valley at Tiger Stadium where Arkansas and LSU is set to kick off in about 40 minutes. This is the first time since 2011 that LSU has had a home game this early. As far as the Razorbacks, head coach Brett Bielema has not announced who will be the starting quarterback, Austin Allen or Cole Kelly.
That's right, Lauren. I'm live here outside of the Hyper where all sorts of recreational sports are practiced. The one many might not know about is wheelchair basketball. More than meets the eye is a common phrase used to describe athletes with disabilities, but for one coach, that saying speaks volumes.
There's basketball as usual every Wednesday in the Hyper, but things are a little different. People are rolling instead of running. Among them is wheelchair basketball coach Robert Harrison, whose ride through life is one full of challenges.
I was born with a disability called cerebral palsy, and that means, it's kind of a joke, I have some loose wires in the head. When the doctor first diagnosed me, they told my parents, who were only 21 at the time, that basically I was going to be a vegetable. I was not going to walk, talk, eat, well, feed myself, I should say, or anything like that. Well, we proved three things wrong.
He also found a way to play his favorite sport.
Even though I'm just pushing control right here in my chair, I do get my heartbeat gets going up because, you know, adrenaline's running through you and stuff like that. It's wonderful.
Robert brought wheelchair basketball back onto the U of A campus because he admires the university's atmosphere.
College students, they're open to try anything and do anything, and they want to experience life. And that's what I love about it.
U of A graphic designer Tony Boyd has been playing every single week for 8 years and has become Rob's sidekick.
He's one of the people that taught me about the game in the first place. And, you know, there's still a lot of little rules that I don't know, but we come in here mainly for fun.
Rob isn't able to shoot or dribble, but sure has some mean defensive skills.
I can defend like nothing, and I like to get in people's way and screens or something, you know, so that way people get around me that are on my team to go for the shot, and so I love doing that.
He says his students have changed his life and hopes to inspire them too.
I don't tell them about disability awareness and all that stuff. I don't want to do that. And they go, okay, yeah, we can play with anybody. Yeah, okay, this is cool. Well, we can find a way.
Robert says he never feels handicapped by his disability, but rather it gives him the ability to inspire others. Reporting live here from the Hyper, Maisie Vincent, UATV News. Breaking news from the University of Arkansas. Head football coach Brett Bielema was fired while walking off the field following the loss to Mizzou 48-45. Interim athletic director Julie Cromer-Peoples informed him that he would not be continuing with the football program.
Interim athletic director Julie Cromer-Peoples fired Brett Bielema this past weekend. UATV sports reporter Maisie Vincent is live in the studio with more on the firing. Now, Maisie, what exactly happened after that loss on Friday?
Yes, the university fired Brett Bielema shortly after the game ended following the loss to Mizzou on Friday. In a press conference following the loss to Missouri, interim athletic director Julie Cromer-Peoples announced the decision to fire Bielema. Peoples said, during the course of the past 5 seasons, we have not been able to sustain the success on the field that is expected and required at the University of Arkansas. There is no question that Coach Bielema has been a valued and respected member of our department. Bielema's average annual salary during his time at the U of A racks up to about $4.25 million. The exact amount of Bielema's buyout remains unclear at the moment. Cromer-Peoples said that the Athletics Fundraising Foundation, along with the Razorback Foundation, would handle Bielema's buyout. Current and former Hogs took to Twitter after the news of the firing broke. QB Austin Allen said, quote, "The past 5 years have been the best years of my life. Thank you at Brett Bielema for believing in me and being a truly special coach and leader of men." Former Hog Cody Hollister tweeted, "A man who leads by serving others, an incredible coach, and a truly incredible person. Honored to have played under a coach who deeply cares for his players. Love you."
Welcome back, sports fans. The Hogs welcome the Kentucky Wildcats back into the bud tonight. Tip-off is less than an hour away, so I thought I'd spark your memory of the Michael Qualls versus Kentucky era. Many Wildcats are probably still trying to forget this night.
Final 7 seconds. Got to drive it, Brad. You got to drive it. Madden for maybe the win.
Wow, look at all that raw emotion from everyone in Bud Walton Arena, and that's what it's like playing in front of a sold-out crowd here in Arkansas. Is this arguably one of the most memorable games in Razorback history? Tweet us what you think at UATV Sports. Well, coming off a big win against the Aggies, Arkansas will have to face a starting lineup full of freshmen. Kentucky produces young power every year, so this game will be a battle between experience and raw talent. But according to senior guard Daryl Macon, it all comes down to one thing.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a senior or a freshman. You still got to play basketball. There's some freshmen that are better than most seniors. I mean, that's just how it is. If you can play basketball, and at the end of the day, then that's just what you have to do.
There's lots up for grabs tonight for both teams. Arkansas riding a league best 4-game winning streak. Another win tonight could certainly ensure Arkansas's place in the NCAA tournament discussion. The Razorbacks are seeking their 3rd appearance at the Big Dance in the last 4 years. No one is questioning its fate right now, but given the 3 final games of the season, nothing is promised. This includes 2 games on the road, taking on both Alabama and Mizzou, and senior night against the likely SEC regular season champs, the Auburn Tigers. Well, has it always been your dream to play football for the Razorbacks and wear this helmet? Well, now just might be your shot. The U of A is hosting a 1-day trial for enrolled students on Thursday, March 1st. Welcome to Puckett's edition of Hockey 101. This is Paggy Morrison. He's a left wing for the Division I team, and he is going to explain what icing is in the hockey world. What in the world is icing, Payu?
I'm live with Cameron Eford, who holds the Mountie Classic record of 15:20. He ran back in 2008. Cameron, what's it like to be back?
Well, welcome back to Puckett. I'm Maisie Vincent, and I'm joined by the Division III head coach, Colin Hesse. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. For the viewer's sake and because it's our first episode of Puckett, can you explain how the hockey program here at the U of A works?
Well, what a start to the year for these Razorback teams. Be sure to tune in to UATV every night at 7 as things get to swinging. That's all we have for you today. Don't forget the D1 squad takes on the Central Oklahoma Broncos tomorrow at 8:30 at the Jones Center in Springdale. Be sure to tune back in on November 15th for the 2nd episode of Puckett. I'm Maisie Vincent. Thanks so much for joining us and have a great evening.